What happened to Lot's daughters? Incest, guilt, and the birth of two cursed nations of fire and brimstone had ceased. Sodom and Gomorrah, once vibrant if depraved cities, were now nothing but smoldering ruins and the acrid smell of ash. Lot, a man barely saved from the inferno, stumbled through the desolate landscape with his two daughters. His wife, a pillar of salt, was a stark monument to a backward glance, a moment of clinging to a past that God had deemed irredeemable. But the horror wasn't over. The true darkness, the chilling unraveling of morality, was yet to come. The cave. A descent to despair, they found refuge in a cave, a hollow in the earth that offered shelter but no solace. The echoes within its walls seemed to amplify their terror and despair. They were isolated, survivors of an apocalypse, but utterly alone. The world as they knew it had been obliterated, and in that terrifying void, a new kind of fear began to take root. The fear of extinction. The daughters, facing a barren future, believed they were the last of humankind. The men of the earth, they reasoned, had been wiped out. Their father, Lot, was old. He was their only hope for progeny, for the continuation of their line. It's a twisted logic, born of desperation, and the crushing weight of a world consumed by divine wrath. But desperate times, as the saying goes, often breed desperate acts. The unthinkable act. Incest and the stained legacy the plan was hatched in the dark, whispered among shadows. Twice, the daughters plied their father with wine, intoxicating him until his senses dulled and his moral compass spun wildly adrift. Twice, they lay with him. The Bible, stark and unflinching in its portrayal, offers no details of consent or struggle, only the chilling fact. Lot, oblivious in his stupor, unknowingly became the father of his own grandsons. This act bore a perceived necessity, was a profound transgression. It wasn't merely a sexual act. It was a violation of the most sacred of family bonds, a blurring of lines that even in the chaotic aftermath of Sodom felt deeply wrong. The shame, though unstated, hung heavy in the silence that followed. The daughters carried the secret, a burden that would define their descendants. And Lot, when he awoke, remained ignorant of the true nature of his children's conception, forever spared the crushing weight of that knowledge. The birth of nations, Moab and Ammon, from these illicit unions. Two sons were born. The elder daughter named her son Moab, meaning from father. He became the progenitor of the Moabites, a nation that would forever carry the stigma of their incestuous origin. The younger daughter named her son Ben-Ammi, meaning son of my people, who would father the Ammonites. These two nations, born of a desperate act in a desolate cave, would go on to play significant roles in the history of Israel, often as adversaries. Their very existence, according to biblical narrative, was tainted by the circumstances of their birth. They were outsiders, perpetually marked by their origins, often depicted as idolaters and enemies of God's chosen people. Symbology and mythic origins, the story of Lot's daughters and the birth of Moab and Ammon, is more than just a historical account. It's steeped in symbolism and offers insights into ancient perceptions of lineage, morality, and divine judgment. The weight of desperation. The daughters' actions, though morally reprehensible, highlight the extreme psychological and emotional toll of surviving a cataclysm in their minds. Procreation was the ultimate act of defiance against utter annihilation. The curse of origin. The incestuous birth served as a theological explanation for the long-standing animosity between Israel and these neighboring peoples. It provided a moral justification for the exclusion and condemnation of the Moabites and Ammonites, solidifying their status as cursed nations in the eyes of the Israelites. The echo of Sodom's sin. While Sodom's destruction was due to its rampant wickedness, the act of incest in the cave suggests a lingering moral decay, a shadow of the very depravity from which Lot and his daughters had supposedly been saved. It raises questions about the pervasive nature of sin and its ability to follow even those who flee. Patriarchal lineage and control. The narrative, told through a patriarchal lens, emphasizes the importance of a pure and divinely sanctioned lineage. The daughters, in their desperate attempt to secure progeny, inadvertently create a lineage that is seen as corrupted from its very inception, reinforcing societal norms and warnings against such transgressions. This dark tale of Lot's daughters serves as a chilling reminder that even after escaping one horror, humanity can still stumble into another, and that the echoes of past traumas can resonate through generations, shaping the destinies of entire nations. It leaves us to ponder the depths of human desperation and the lasting scars of transgression. Did you like what you saw? Then like it, share with your friends, and don't forget to leave a like to help us bring you more cool content like this. Your support is very important so that we can continue bringing you amazing news. Let's share this message together. But before we start, how about join us on this journey? If you love learning more about the Bible and want to strengthen your faith, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share with your friends, family, and church. Let's spread this truth around.